That's it. You know what? Actually, Laurie's actually going to take over from now on. So now he's going to do the next 45 episodes of the Local Bizcast. Because you want to know what? Today is episode 45.
Wow, there we go.
I'm a little impressed, to tell you the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, all right. Welcome to the Local Bizcast. As you all know, I am Dr. Pete. This is Laurie Child joining me today on the Local Bizcast. A little bit of business that we need to do right now is we need to grow this channel, which, by the way, Laurie's going to probably help us in the future to do. And in order to do that, I need you guys. So I'm asking for your help. If you would help me and just go into the Local Bizcast. You can go to YouTube. You can go to Spotify. You can go to Apple Podcasts. We'll probably be on SoundCloud soon, or who knows where we're going to be. iHeartRadio, I think, is another one we're going to try to get onto. But I do need you guys to hit like, and even more importantly, if you would not mind, hit subscribe. And also, if you think that the Local Bizcast sounds like a cool thing for you to do, well, come on. I'm looking for guests. So please, you can reach out to me. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at the Dr. Pete. You can also just email me at drpete@shcnj.com. As most of you guys know, I'm a chiropractic physician here in Montvale, New Jersey, and I own the Spine and Health Centers of New Jersey. And our main location is here in Montvale, which this podcast studio lives in. So.
And share it. Share the podcast.
Ooh.
There you go.
See, now you guys kind of, a little foreshadowing as to the intelligence and the career choice that this gentleman has taken. And now that I've wrapped up all of my beginning business, let me introduce you to Laurie Child of LoMedia Group. Welcome, my friend.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No, it's my pleasure.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what you guys can't see out there, it's a pretty gray morning out there, but, we're going to brighten it up in here. It is actually quite bright in here, isn't it?
It is. I do like the studio setup coming from the background. I was like, when I walked in, I was like, wow, this is a nice little setup. You got
People have no idea. But then also, people are like, wow, this thing is cool, and they come in here and are like, wow, it's a lot smaller than I expected. You don't need it to be big. That's another thing we do here. We rent this studio out. A lot of people come in here and are either starting their own podcasts, or they're doing like training videos. They're kind of creating content for themselves, and they use this. We have an entire editing board. We have a engineering board. We have a sound board. We have a video board.
Soundproofed.
Soundproofed.
Nice.
And we got everything. Yeah, we don't want anybody hearing what we got going on in here.
Exactly.
Screw that. But come on, tell me a little bit about LoMedia Group. I come in as if I don't know, but of course I do. But I want to hear it from you.
Yeah, sure. So I think this is our 4th year in business right now. So we beat year 1, year 2, year 3, which is always a good thing.
That is true.
So what I like to say to people is like we're a full service creative agency, and a lot of people always look at me like, what the hell does that mean?
Right.
So I kind of break it up into 3 main buckets. Right. So we do design, video production, and digital. And in each one of those, they kind of also have their subsections. So design, we're doing branding, we're doing logo development, we're doing print design, magazines, like anything you can think of, flyers online now. Like it was traditional print, and now it's all moving online. So
Sure.
kind of a bit of everything there. And on the branding side, we're doing everything, not just logo design and colors, but we're also actually now going into more kind of brand identity and the psychology of a brand. So yeah, it gets kind of crazy. Like,
I mean, you hear about this. I mean, listen, everybody's been talking about branding and everything like that, and you hear it. But like the psychology of branding, I'm thinking about like the same thing that happens when they make cereal boxes and why they put cereal boxes on the lower shelves and everything like that. This is the same thing that's going on in branding, of course.
Yeah, no, it's so true. So it's like when someone comes to us as a client, a lot of times they don't even know. They know what they want to do, but they don't know a name, right? So it even starts as simple as name conception.
Are there arrows that we could put, maybe in post-production there'll be like big arrows just like flashing right over here. This guy, that type of thing.
Yeah, no, but it's funny because like a lot of people, they have the concept, which is great, but then they just need help kind of growing that and making it come to fruition, right?
This is what I always say. Like, I'm a business owner. Let's just talk about my chiropractor. I'm a chiropractor. I don't know that. Yeah. Right? And so it's like, I know this is what I want to do, and then they've got guys like you who can take all that. I'm like, this is what you are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, how did you know that? It's just because that's what you do. I mean, I can't even tell you how many patients yesterday just tell me, like, how'd you know that was the spot? I'm like, it hurts on the other side. I'm like, that's my job.
Yeah, no,
that's what I
exactly.
do. You know.
We'll stick with the branding, and we'll let you crack the back.
There we go. All right, deal. You got it. Right. So I love the whole branding idea, but keep on going. I'm gonna cut you off. My apologies.
No, all good. So so that's one tranche, and we can obviously go for days even just there. But then on the video production side, we're doing kind of everything from recording a podcast, as we are today. We're doing commercials for TV, and now a cool thing is, well, I was actually talking about this yesterday to a group of mine. It's like TV budgets, everyone gets overwhelmed, right? It's like, oh, wow, like TV $signs. So now with the amount of people who are cable cutting, you got the Hulus, you got the Netflix now are doing ads. You can advertise on those for a fraction of the cost of TV, but the cool thing is that you can get granular and you can actually target as if you're targeting on digital.
It's incredible to me. Yeah, I mean, it makes a heck of a lot of sense. Like, hey, I want 36 to 39-year-olds males in these 3 zip codes, and they're like, okay, here you go.
Even more granular than that, you can because with digital now, basically the OTT is digital. You have everyone's credit card information. As scary as it is, you have every swipe of that transaction, so you can even go to the level of granularity of getting the.
They bought this at Best Buy.
They bought this
on Tuesday.
Yeah. And now a really cool thing, which I was looking at. Sorry, I'm geeking out a little bit on.
I love it. I hope you guys love it too. I'm never gonna stop it when you start geeking out. This is my favorite stuff.
So on the OTT side, you can now.
Hold on. What's OTT?
So over the top. So it's called.
Got it.
So it's like the cable cutters, right?
Yeah.
So it's called OTT, over the top. So you can now actually retarget people if they've seen it on your TV. You can now follow them on their phones, which is wild.
This is legal?
It's all legal. It's all legal. Everyone's like, oh, well, this is crazy. Like, privacy.
They're listening to me.
Yeah, exactly. It's privacy. And, like, from a marketing perspective, I get it. Look, I get it. But it's like, they're doing it. Why shouldn't you? Oh,
100%. And also, by the way, like, the person who's receiving this should be like, well, I'm into this, so I like that I'm getting more of this stuff and not, I don't want Barbie dolls. I want 57-inch TV. 57. What the hell's a 57-inch TV? I want a 75-inch TV, Stop sending me Barbie dolls. All right,
Like, so funny because my dad is like the complete, like, I hate this. And I'm like, but does it help you?
Right.
Does it show you stuff that you like?
Right.
And he's like,
He's still it's angry. My in-laws, we're going to go visit right now. They're like, they want to be off the grid. They're ready to get rid of it. They're going to cut their cord. And I'm like, okay, but then your life doesn't get easier. It actually gets more complicated.
No,
but
exactly.
he's kind of an angry old man.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
He doesn't
That's
need
not
us.
so bad.
Yeah. We'll cut those guys out. For the people who are very happy and want, ease and convenience of their lives, I mean, I think this is pretty cool. And I always say, the people who are like, oh, they're watching you. I'm like, what are you doing that you even care that they're watching you?
No, exactly.
Let them watch me. I'll be like, oh my God. Hey, by the way, if you're watching me and I grab my heart and I go down, do me a favor, call an ambulance if you don't mind. I mean, like, I just don't understand what people are doing. They're like, just don't do bad things.
Yeah, exactly. All
right, but
that's so true. So that's kind of on the bigger side of video production.
So retargeting is going to other devices, other I call them modalities, but if you're on Netflix, you can get them on Hulu, you can get them on Facebook, you can get them on Google, that type of thing.
So think of it from a digital perspective as simple as you're shopping online and you type in on Google, like, pair of Nike shoes, right?
Yeah.
And then you go to Nike and you're like, oh, I like that pair. Now
that pair is everywhere.
That pair is everywhere. Yeah. Wherever you go.
It's on the top of your Yahoo all the way down to, I mean, somehow it ends up in your textbook, your kid's textbook somewhere, right?
Yeah, exactly. So the way it works when you're advertising on Google, you can set up retargeting campaigns, and Google being obviously the biggest advertiser out there, they have a complete search network of so many providers like Bloomberg, BBC, just to name some big names. So whenever you go on those websites, like, they're going to follow you.
They're going to follow you.
They're going to follow you.
Unbelievable. All right, so somehow we got into this via the video tranche, as you were saying, or video bucket.
Yeah, so that's on the bigger side, right? Like, kind of the commercials, the putting stuff on TV, whether it be traditional TV or OTT. And then we're also doing the kind of explainer videos, the about us, like, for example, Spine and Health, like, kind of having you just I call it a talking head. Like, we set up a camera and
that's what everybody calls me. Of course I'm a talking head. Yeah, right.
So we set up a camera and you talk about Spine and Health and why people should come here, and then we do B-roll of the whole facility, which is when someone's talking, you're not going to see them on camera the whole time. So when you are talking about something, you show relevant.
You voice over the actual, like, in our place, decompression, and you start talking about decompression, and there's somebody on the decompression table, the laser, the shock wave, and all the acupuncture cool things that we do here. So
exactly. So
hope everybody can relate to my world. I apologize. I'm sure there's other businesses out there that, he could do B-roll and voiceover work as well. But
it's funny, a little sidetrack, but that's why I love doing what I do, is I'm able to kind of go into all these different worlds and learn about stuff. Like every day I'm learning because I'm...
That's this?
Yeah.
By the way, if you guys think this is fake at all, I swear to God, I am the Y guy. I've been a Y guy since I was like 2-3 years old, and I'm like, I love this.
Yeah.
I absolutely love what you do. Everybody who comes in here, I'm like, I want to do what you do.
Yeah. No, it's cool. So I get to go into other people's businesses and make cool stuff about them.
Yeah, you do.
But so that's another portion. Then I would say the last portion, kind of going from I went from high end to low end, but there isn't really no low end.
No, you hit us right in the front. I like that, dude. Don't slow play me. Hit me right in the face with the good stuff, and then we can go ahead and fill in the details.
And then obviously you have your social media content, which is... You just need to be out there right now. Video is literally king. It's everywhere, so you have to be in front of it. If you're on social media and you're only doing still content, you're really losing a key audience, and you're not getting to where you need to be. Because it's funny. So like the video content that we're making on social media now, people always talk to me, and I'm kind of getting ahead of myself on bucket 3, but people always talk to me about SEO and like how SEO is so important, and when they think of SEO, they only think of Google.
Right.
But now the way everything is shifting, and with the different demographics consuming content, like social media is SEO right now.
Absolutely. I think it's probably bigger at this point already. I think it already hit the other side.
Yeah, well, I think for the demographics, right, you still have like your... Probably, I would say...
Watch it, man. You might offend some people over here. We'll hold the cameras over here, hold the mics. Yeah, right. So a little older generation are still consuming,
But that's why you have to do both.
Yeah.
You have to do both. And it's so funny. My wife all the time is like, oh, I found this. I was like, where'd you find it? Instagram. So it's like she's finding content. That's her search engine.
Yeah.
So it's it really is something that you have to do just to kind of stay relevant.
Amazing. All right, we got to rewind. Did you know you were going to be doing this when you were 5 years old? How did you get into this? Where did it begin? You obviously have that hardcore Brooklyn accent.
Oh, there we go. The Bronx.
It's the Bronx. My apologies. He called it Nike. I knew right away.
At least I didn't go with Adidas.
No, there we go. So there it is. Right, I got you. But
so I grew up in London, just outside actually, like 15 minutes north of Wimbledon, so South London. So I grew up with watching the tennis a lot.
All right.
And then I played soccer my whole life growing up.
Football,
exactly.
Got it.
People, if I said football here, they'd be like, "How did you play football?"
Right? What are you?
Destroyed.
No, they would think, were you the kicker, the punter? Well, yeah, I kind of kicked the ball. Yeah, right.
So I played football, soccer growing up, and decided that I wanted to come to America, because in England it's very different. Like if you play sports, it's either you turn professional or you don't.
Yeah.
So there is no kind of like
college. Yeah, there's no NCAA for you to get into and everything like that. Yeah.
Like there's university teams, but it's like not competitive.
Yeah.
It's like...
So you came here for soccer. Yeah.
So I came here for soccer, but also to continue in education.
Sure, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
He came here for soccer.
So I went locally. It's crazy, like, thinking about it now. So I had offers from, like, all different places all over the country, from North Dakota to Hawaii. I don't know why I didn't go to Hawaii, but...
None of us do, man.
And a little school in Orangeburg, New York, called St. Thomas Aquinas College. And I ended up going there because they sold it as New York. They sold it...
No way.
They were like...
Did you come to visit, though, at least?
I didn't.
Okay, got it. It makes a little bit more sense now.
So they were like, oh, yeah, we're right in New York. And I was like, oh, cool, because then, like, I live...
You're coming from London, outside of London. You're like, if somebody says I'm in New York, you're like, oh, my God.
Yeah, exactly. Suburbs of New York. So I ended up in Orangeburg. Obviously, a little bit of a culture shock when I got here. It was like, well, this isn't New York. But 4 years ended up, I loved it. Like, absolutely loved it there. And... funnily enough, I now own a marketing company, but I did psychology as a major. And obviously, marketing, a huge part of that is psychology.
Yes.
But growing up, funnily, I thought I wanted to be more in kind of your world, maybe like a sports psychologist.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Which I was like, oh, that could be cool. So I started doing courses on that, and then I think I had to do like a minor in marketing. No, I had to do a class in marketing, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. It's like kind of mixes both in.
What year was this?
This is 2000.
No, what actually year? Like your sophomore year, your
Oh,
freshman year. Don't show your age
yeah,
on here.
yeah.
Nobody knows your age, man. Who knows, Will?
2000 cut.
Yeah. We'll edit that out.
Yeah.
Post prod.
Sophomore year, I think.
Sophomore year.
Yeah, sophomore year.
Okay, so you got it early. You got it early
Yeah,
enough.
so I got it early, and I was like, oh, this is cool. So I combined. So I did a major in psychology and minor in marketing. And then I was like, all right, so now what do I do with this, right? You graduate, and you're like, what do you do with this? So, and obviously it's slightly different for me because visas and all that kind of stuff.
For sure.
But I ended up working at a place called Active International, which is a digital, not digital, it's a mass media company. So they do everything. They're huge.
Where are they out of?
So they're in Blue Hill Plaza. And
Oh, yeah, so real local, yeah.
Yeah, real local. But
Did the school hook you up with them?
No, my now mother-in-law works there.
Oh, okay,
So
all right.
the kind of
That might be a conversation to have a little later. You know what? The reason why I ask these questions is because there's people out there in your position, not necessarily farming and stuff like that. Like, how did you get to where you go? I love the journey. I love the path. And so
Yeah.
that's why I usually ask some people about it.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, it's funny because, and I am a true believer of everything happens for a reason. But I actually I received a job. I went for the interview, got the job as probably a job doesn't even exist anymore. But it was journal news to sell
Ads.
To sell ads.
Yeah.
And I got the job, and then when we were doing paperwork, they were like, "Oh wait, your visa is only for a year," so they rescinded the offer.
Wow.
So then I was like, "Oh well, now I need a job." So scramble mode. So that's how I ended up at Active. But so it was really cool because it was cool in two ways because I was working with like big clients. I was working with so they do national TV.
Got it. The national spots.
Yeah, so
the real professional looking ones, not
Yeah.
the local guys.
But they're buying the media.
Yeah.
So
Okay, got
yeah,
it.
so they're buying the media. So you're working with all the big networks trying to get the
Negotiate
best
the prices
spot-
and stuff
best
and
spots
spots,
for that.
yep.
So it was cool because like right out of college, I was working with Scott's Lawn was one of my clients, and they
Ah.
had like $22 million budget for 3 months. You know, it's like
The numbers are ridiculous.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that was then.
yeah, no, exactly. It
Yeah.
was absolutely crazy, and I was like, this is cool, but like not really like for me, like number crunching.
No, this
and-
wasn't the creative.
Yeah, no, exactly. So I ended up going back to school, and again MBA.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, so went back to school. Got my
I don't know how I would know this, but I don't know. This is a great story.
Yeah.
All right. Where'd you go for your MBA?
Back to Stack.
Back to Stack, okay.
Stack. It was local in New
Yeah.
York. New York.
It was New York.
It was New York. It was New York. So I went back to Stack, got the MBA, and then ended up at a local creative agency, and kind of like learned my way. And then I've always been entrepreneurial. Like from the age of like 11, I had a paper round.
Yeah.
Like I used to buy sweets in like a bulk store.
Yeah. Wholesale,
Yeah.
and then you would go sell it to your friends.
Go to school, take them. So I've
Yeah.
always had that mindset of like kind of the hustle, right?
I love it.
It's always been there. So I kind of learnt my craft, and I was like, you know what? Like I think I want to give this a try on my own. And I have a business partner, and we kind of complement each other nicely.
You met him in school.
No, I met at one of the other agencies, and they Octavio is really good on the digital side.
Yeah, sure.
And kind of like the analytical, and I kind of lean more towards the creative.
So you got the technical and you've got the creative.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So kind of we complement each other really nicely, and it's great because, and this is a good segue going back into bucket 3.
There you go.
Bucket 3 is digital. So digital is obviously huge, but the main components we work with are website development, digital ads, which are growing every day. Now you have kind of advertising on TikTok, which is becoming absolutely crazy. But obviously you have the more traditional Google, Facebook, Instagram, and that kind of stuff. So we run ads for clients on all of those platforms. Retargeting.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just, trust me, I mean, learning this from my basic knowledge, and it's not just having an ad. It's knowing the behind the scenes of what what it is it's supposed to be doing. And you go, you're pretty much at your end game, and then you kind of reverse engineer it back to where you start and where you begin and everything like that.
No, exactly. It's
back in the day, I'm like, I'll throw up a pay per click. Here we go. It's nope, that doesn't do it.
The fun thing about Google is that they're constantly changing.
Yeah.
They love to be like, oh, here's the product. And every 6 months they're tweaking it. And you're like, wait, this interface is completely different.
Right.
So you have to stay on top of it all the time. And they're constantly throwing out new products and different things like that. Like Google, I think it probably came out a couple of years ago, but you have a thing called Google Guaranteed now, which is a really cool product, but it's only for home improvement.
Oh, wow. I mean, they're targeting such a specific industry. Holy cow.
Yeah,
okay.
So Google Guaranteed is you sign up, you have to kind of do a whole background check.
You got to go get through a vetting process so that you are,
Exactly. And then when someone searches like painter near me,
yes,
you could come up as Google Guaranteed, which is technically an ad. But the cool thing is it is because Google, okay, this is going back to the creepy stuff, but Google listens into the conversations. Like if someone calls you, it's a Google number which is tracked.
Sure.
And then they'll listen into the conversation and they'll vet the lead. So if that lead is bogus, you won't pay for that lead.
How about that?
So it's really cool. But the other side of it, they also protect the customer because which is the guaranteed part, if the
contractor doesn't do the correct thing,
Google gives them money back. So, so it's interesting. But see, like, not many
It's almost like they're getting into the contracting business. They're
in Amazon.
I mean, amazing, man. I can't even believe it. Who thinks of this stuff and how it gets there? But there's guys like you who can, translate and make it happen and define and build programs, products, and work with these types of tools to make it valuable for the business owners who hire you.
Yeah, no, definitely. And it really is kind of, like I said before, keeping on top of it because they're changing all the time. And now, especially we haven't talked about AI yet.
Oh, God. All right, guys. We're in minute 22. Are you guys ready? You guys want to hear about AI? I just did a seminar this weekend, a lot of AI. Okay, I'm ready. Let's do it.
So Google changes their interface every 6 months. AI changes every day.
Yes.
Like, it is crazy. But kind of from a digital marketing perspective, kind of using AI for the benefit of the end consumer, you're missing out if you're not doing it.
Yeah.
What it can do and the process it can streamline, it's just amazing. Like now, like from a website perspective,
it could just build the website.
It can build the website, but from design, like it still has a little bit of.
They need people like you to do that, right? I mean,
but for like CSS, right? I don't if anyone knows what this is, but
he's throwing out things. Look at him trying to make him look so smart over here. You kidding me? CSS, OTT.
Yeah. But going back to the very basics of like design and website building, you have HTML, which is the core of the website, and then you have CSS, which is the styling. Like something that would have taken you so long to figure out before, you throw in the raw HTML into say ChatGPT and say
do this for me.
Yeah, give me the CSS styling to make it look like this. Done.
Instantaneous.
Yeah. It's absolutely crazy. So like processes like that from a website development side that would have taken an hour and now taking like a minute.
Yep, millisecond.
Yeah. So
and you could just become much more productive and more powerful. Your stuff is even better. But
yeah.
It's just
No, it's wild. It's crazy. So Premiere Pro is an editing platform. So their newest update now has generative
AI. Yeah.
So if your like B-roll shot that we were talking about earlier isn't quite long enough, you can drag it, and it will kind of do its best to make it look continuous. It's wild.
You're geeking out. I love it. I love it when you geek out over here, man. It's unbelievable.
And actually, one thing for you, DaVinci Resolve, all the editing platforms do this now, but on the podcast level, they have the AI capability now to you throw in the track and it will automatically, and cameras too, it does multicam. You throw in all your layers, it will sync it for you and automatically cut per speaker.
So I can go here right now. Ready? Here we go. We can go to that section right over there. It's going to take all my feeds from all these different things and our audio. And if I had background audio, it'll just create.
It'll basically do the cut for you.
Toros and Tom, you guys better watch out. No, I'm just kidding. I still need those guys, but thank you very much. But that's incredible.
You know,
What, DaVinci?
Yeah, DaVinci Resolve.
How do we find these types of things?
So
or we rely on you?
Well, so DaVinci Resolve is like really kind of changing the game. It's they have a free version,
Right.
which is actually a really good platform to get started. It's a great version. It doesn't come with all the plugins and bells and whistles. But the crazy thing is why they're changing the game, because Adobe is subscription, right?
Yes.
So you're paying per month subscription. DaVinci, I think it's $300 for a lifetime license.
So get it now.
Yeah.
This is back in the day when, like, Sirius XM had a lifetime subscription for like $500. Meanwhile, now it's $500 a year.
Yeah, no, exactly.
So, yeah.
So I would definitely recommend to kind of get into DaVinci Resolve because it's continuously kind of
It's going to keep on
updating,
going.
and it's
Get that lifetime license.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Guys, you got that? You heard that here first. Laurie's hooking you up. Let's go. So, remember when I told you it's going to go quick?
Yeah.
We've got 4
4
minutes
minutes.
left. I mean, this is what happens. This is unbelievable. I can listen to you forever, though, because it's not only the technical stuff, which I don't know anything about. It's your obvious passion for it, and it's so freaking genuine. But for the consumers who are not technical, and there's people out there that don't know they need you.
Yeah.
I didn't know I need you, and now I know I need you.
Sure.
And we had already hired you, but talk to those people who like all right, the person like this is who I love to do because they had no idea what we could do for them and their business. What's that person look like?
Yeah, sure. So going back real quick to kind of like why we break up into 3 buckets. There's a lot of companies out there that just specialize in one of them.
Yeah.
Because we specialize in 3 and we have a team in each department that does that, we kind of bring everything together. So from your website, which has to look good now, like it's your first impression, to your social media, to your ads. Everything has to talk to each other and everything has to be cohesive. If you go to social media and it looks completely different.
Branding. If the branding's not there, yeah.
Exactly. It has to be consistent. So we make sure that your branding is consistent. So from the very base level that when someone goes to the website, then they social proof you and they go to all your social channels.
Right.
Everything looks the same and it's legit.
It's almost better than Google reviews right now. They don't know. Forget about the Google reviews. They're going to go to your social. Are you a real person? And are you cool? And do you look the way you look? Right.
Exactly.
So that's now your new review.
Yeah, it's vibes.
Yeah.
People are like
Vibes.
they're like, if they don't kind of interact with you and you're like, oh, this person isn't a good person, they're going to go somewhere else. So you have to make sure that you're consistent, but you have to make sure you're putting out the content that is genuine. Because people are going to kind of be like, this is fake, and they're going to move on.
Right.
So that's from that perspective. But then even further, you tie in the lead generation. There's so many kind of different ways now you can kind of find leads, and like with everything that's going on, you can kind of get lost in a rabbit hole of where do I start.
Sure.
So coming to a company like us that is doing this every day, we're keeping up with all the trends. We know what's best for your business, like home improvement, for example.
Right.
Not many people know about that, but if you are a home improvement, you should go and
get on Google Guarantee. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, so it's just little things like that, just kind of being entrenched in it and across the board, tying everything together. That's why I always say, and why I'm passionate about it is why I love doing what I do, is because I can kind of see that starting point and then you get them to where they need to be, and it's like,
yeah, you reverse engineered it, and then it comes right to fruition, which is the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah. So
oh man,
really cool.
Look at you! Can you see his smile on here? I freaking love it. I want to hang out with you all day, every day. It's what it is. It's new to me, of course, and it seems very, very exciting. But the cool thing about your business is that it's new every day.
No, exactly.
Like you're gonna constantly have new stuff. I have a good friend who's doing AI, and he spoke not at CES, but another convention in Vegas, and they wanted his deck, right? They wanted his presentation 3 weeks before the presentation. He goes, I can't give you that. And they're like, no, you have to give it to us or you can't talk. You can't go on stage. They're like, I can't give you that. They're like, the guys at Vegas are like, why can't you give? He goes, remember when they invented the internet? Remember how big that was? He goes, that happens every couple of days in AI. That's how exponentially this is growing. If I gave you a deck right now, it would be obsolete in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's how big AI is growing. That's how much it's learning. Going from like ChatGPT to Perplexity. I know ChatGPT doesn't have real time there, has some older data and stuff like that. But Perplexity is now to the millisecond. Like, if you asked ChatGPT, we just had the boat in the Brooklyn Bridge when the boat from Mexico hit the Brooklyn Bridge and stuff like that, right? Yeah. I think we were down in at this conference, and if you put that in ChatGPT, it wouldn't know about it yet. less people are starting to put it in there and finding out about it. But you go to the Perplexity, it knew the second it happened.
Yeah.
And that's just, now you're going to get the news now.
No, it's wild. It's wild.
My head's exploding. But I mean, on another note, man, please tell me how people can find you.
So, LoMediaGroup.com.
That's L-O, right?
L-O.
Yeah.
Yeah, good catch.
Yeah.
LoMediaGroup.com is our website. LoMedia.group is our Instagram.
Guys, got it? Get it. I'm telling you, you are going to start seeing some of his content from me as well, because we just hired him to do some stuff, and we're very excited about that, man.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you. Thank you so
course,
much. I
thank
thought that
you.
was freaking fantastic.
There we go.
I hope you guys enjoyed that as well. On our next episode, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to tie, you know what, you might have to connect a little synergy over here, because I have Juliana Fondacaro. Do you know her?
I do not.
Local PR. Person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The name of her company is called Foundation PR. She's joining me next time. So you take the PR person with all the the digital, the brands, and the what was the third bucket? Hold on, digital, brand, and
Video.
There we go.
There you go.
Come on, we put it all together. Ladies and gentlemen, Laurie Child from the LoMedia Group joining us. Please go take a look at his stuff. It is absolutely fantastic. You guys definitely have felt the authenticity here and his passion. It was awesome. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time on the Local Bizcast. Again, go ahead, like and subscribe, or contact me